What up, world? Welcome to another episode of the BrandonJaneauShow. As you know, I am BrandonJaneau, and like always on all podcast platforms everywhere. BrandonJaneauShow, social media platforms, Instagram, Threads, BrandonJaneau, Facebook, The BrandonJaneauShow, and of course, TikTok, BrandonJaneauShow. Also got an X Twitter, BJaneau. So go follow me on all of those uh, social media platforms. And of course, YouTube channel, BrandonJaneauShow, man. You just go there and just subscribe there. I'll be alright with that. Just go subscribe on my YouTube channel, BrandonJaneauShow. Man. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode, man. Um, yeah. This is about to get very fucking interesting. To say the least. So I didn't know if I wanted to do an episode on this, but seeing how many people have been talking and a lot is going down since Tuesday, the election has happened, and Donald Trump is back as president. He will be the next president, 47th president of the United States of America. Here's the thing, man. Here's the thing, man. I'm not shocked. I'm not surprised. I'm not even amazed. I think people have truly underestimated again how people actually feel about about Donald Trump. I think people, and I don't even think, I don't even, I'm sorry, hold on. Sorry. Oh my god, yeah. See, my headphones knew this is about to get interesting. It went out on my ass. Listen, I think we underestimate people that vote for Donald Trump. I think again, it's very interesting how quick this shit flipped on people, right? People that's getting overly emotional on social media or any place like that. Why? Why? Why are you emotional? Why? What's the point? What is the fucking point? I get it. I understand it. Now listen, I am actually one of the people that are going to be affected if everything Donald Trump says he wants to do comes to fruition. I am one of the people that's going to be affected. I have a heart condition. I'm on disability. So Medicaid, Medicare, if it gets cut, I am one of the people that's getting affected by that immediately. And even I'm not even hurt by this shit. I get it. I'm not surprised, man. I think we underestimate the people that vote for him. I don't know why. Because I think we're so used to the outward people. I think the people that, excuse me, they're usually the people that we see that vote for him, the people that rock the Make America Great Again hats and all that shit. We're so outwardly disrespecting them. Some of y'all are so outwardly disrespecting them that it's not them that we should be mad about. It's the motherfuckers that's in the closet about this motherfucker that you should be mad about. These motherfuckers that don't say how their allegiance are. They don't really, they hear you complain about this man and they don't give not one single fuck. I'm not surprised Trump won. Not even in the slightest. Not surprised at all. What this episode is, this deep dive is me explaining why you should be surprised. You should be surprised. I think again, we underestimate, or maybe we truly believe that everybody has the same agenda when you go into an election like this one. Not everybody has the same agenda. We don't. Believe it or not, we do not. Some of us are mad because we're sitting up here and saying, and I do believe, if, like I said, if Trump does everything he says he wants to do with this country, we're gonna be in some shit. We're gonna be in some really bad fucking ways. But you can't tell somebody that when they're blind. And this is another thing that I need people to stop doing. Stop being so fucking one sided. Stop telling me that I need to pick a side. And that's another thing. Because when you pick a side, everybody loses. Every single one of us lose. Because you become blind and deaf to the side you pick. But more importantly, you criticize and you disrespect the other side. When back in the day, it was never like that. It was never like this. Where now it's become an emotional pull of heartstrings for motherfuckers to say how they feel about a motherfucker. It's ridiculous. I'm not telling you that you shouldn't feel some type of way about this election because you should. You should definitely feel some type of way about this election. But to get overly emotional about it is ridiculous because that don't help none of us. We gotta keep. I know it sounds like keep your head up and this is, but it's true. It's fucking true, man. We gotta keep our head up. We cannot let this election fuck up what we truly deem important to ourselves. Trump is president again. I'll say that again because I know people are having a hard time understanding that shit. Trump is president again. How do I feel about it? I'm not shocked. I'm not surprised. I'm not amazed. I'm not stunned. I'm not. I knew it was coming. Now, some people will sit there and say, now, I agree with a lot of people. I actually thought a lot of black men would not turn out. And if they did turn out, it would probably be more for Trump. But the fact of the matter is, black people stick together. And that's one thing I definitely will take a very positive on this. Black women was always going to vote for Kamala Harris. Always. But the fact that black men voted for her in the way, in the percentage, 87%, what, 85, 87%, something like that, of black men voted for Kamala Harris. That is a positive. I know it don't feel like that right now, but that's a fucking positive. Because let's be real, we all was like, I don't know. I voted for Kamala Harris. I voted, and that's the thing. But again, some men, some people have their own ways about how they looked at this election. I do think the economy mattered way more to people than they actually put into perspective. The economy mattered way more to people than people, because here's the thing: Trump would have been president in 2020. Trump would have still been president in 2020. Why would he have? Why did he lose? Because something went above your money, you, your health, you being in a fucking house. That's what kept Trump from winning in 2020. That pandemic was a sinking fucking ship to him. That was the kaboom to his ship because you couldn't explain that shit. How the fuck did we have a pandemic, sir? How did that happen? He couldn't explain it. You could have stopped it, which is the crazy part. And he couldn't explain it. People that are like, oh my God, I can't believe he's president again. You haven't realized people don't give a fuck about humans? See, this is the thing about Democrats that I don't. There's just two things about Democrats that again, I'm not a Democrat or nothing. I voted Democrat the last couple of years because that's my first vote was Obama. Come on, who the fuck gonna vote against Obama? Like, who the fuck gonna vote against Obama? Like, seriously? Um, I voted Democrat for most of my elections because I just think they had better candidates. Obama was a better candidate. Hillary somewhat was a better candidate. She knew politics at the time. Joe was a better candidate, and Kamala was a better candidate. But again, these candidates of the Democratic Party has to have to damn near break it down in like trigonometry. It's like they have to explain algebra to your ass, while Donald Trump's over there being like 1 plus 1 equals 2, plus another one is 3, and that's the end. We can move the fuck on, and that's the thing, man. 1 times 1 is 1. Okay, and we just move on. That's the thing about this shit, man. We keep trying to make things. Democrats keep trying to make things complicated for people, and you forget again. This is why I say we we truly underestimate people that vote for Trump. All these people want is simple. Most of the people in the world, most of the people in this country just want simple. Don't fuck with my money. Don't fuck with my way of life. Done. It sounds fucking crazy, but that's all it is. And that's what the fuck we keep fucking up. That's what Democrats keep fucking up at. Because you keep trying to make shit extra. You keep trying to add on to shit. You keep trying to times shit. And it's like, bro, just don't fuck with my money. And keep shit normal. I just need to get from point A to point B. That's it. I don't give a fuck about the rest of that shit. Just give me the point A and point B. I'll figure out the rest later. And you keep trying to make shit complicated. That is the one thing about Democrats that happened in 2016 and it happened this year. You keep trying to make shit complicated. As much as we keep sitting up here and saying Donald Trump don't know what the fuck he's doing, you can hear him talking. You can tell this motherfucker don't know what the fuck he's doing. At the end of the day, it's simple. Through all of the gibberish that he sometimes does on stage, the most complicated. What the fuck is this motherfucker talking about? Despite all of that shit, he cuts through the bullshit. He cuts through the bullshit and just tell you one thing. You like the way it was 4 years ago when you thought you had the money that you thought I gave you? You like that? You want me to give you back that? Okay, I'll give you that. Yeah, he might not be able to fucking put a sentence together to save his fucking life. But when it comes to simple, he says simple. He keeps it simple. And that is what the fuck the Democrats are fucking up at. Because you continuously try to make shit complicated. I don't care about what's going on in other people's lives. In my life, it costs fucking $3 to get milk now, when it used to be $1. What the fuck is going on? Why is it $3 to get milk? And that's what the fuck they see. They don't give a fuck about nobody else. We keep trying to appeal to. See, this is the problem with Democrats. You keep trying to appeal to people's humanity. People don't give a fuck about humanity nowadays. You haven't figured that shit out yet? I hope this election showed you people don't give a fuck about humanity. They don't give a fuck about human rights. They don't give a fuck about that shit. That's all I care about. Because for the entire time I've been alive, money's been a factor. No matter what. No matter what. Money will always be the factor. So the economy mattered more to people. It is what it is. This is why I always say, I have never, ever done anything just for money. The moment you sign that deal to say, I'm going to do this shit just for money, you're sold to the highest bidder. That's all I look at you now as. You're sold to the highest fucking bidder. Because now that's all you have showed me. That you don't give a fuck about nobody else as long as the money is green. You don't give a fuck. That's what this election showed me. That's what this election showed you. It should have shown you it does not matter to people. Abortion rights, transgender rights, their own fucking rights at some point is gonna come up to question. They don't give a fuck about that shit. That's all that matters. Keeping money in my pocket and the money I actually have to spend. Democrats did a little bit too much. They try to appeal to people's humanity. You cannot do that because you're gonna lose every fucking time. Because we keep forgetting people don't have no fucking humanity no more. You don't realize that shit? You haven't realized that shit. People don't have no fucking humanity. Are you kidding me? Do you see the shit that goes on social media? Most of these motherfuckers don't give a fuck no more. What the fuck is the humanity in that? What are you watching? They try to appeal to people's humanity, and you lost. You lost. I know people that are very emotional right now on social media, and they cannot believe that this happened. How could you not believe this? We live in a society right now in the world. We live literally in the world right now where money is the only thing people give a fuck about. You really are that surprised that that's the deciding factor in this election? That the economy was the most important fucking factor of this election? Why are you surprised? Why are you surprised? I don't get that. I don't understand that logic that people are like, oh my God, I can't believe we lost. She lost this election. Of course she lost this election because people don't give a fuck about people. You know what's gonna kill people? People. You know what's gonna hurt people? People. You got one side that's like, yo, what about this? And people over here like, man, fuck that person. I don't give a fuck. That ain't got shit to do with me. That's all that happens. You underestimated how many people just want simple. That's it. Simple. Something else we don't talk about a lot, and I think this is also what you hear now, is that Kamala Harris did not appeal to the Latino male voters. Excuse me. And that's something else that kind of caught a lot of people off guard. They can't believe that happened. Are you really that surprised? Bro, Trump was saying this shit in 2016 about Latinos, particularly Latino men. Are we really that fucking surprised? They were saying it then. He was saying it in 2016 and got all of them to vote for him. Something that we don't talk about. See, everybody's so worried about black men not showing up to the polls and voting for Kamala Harris. What we don't talk about a lot in this country is brown on brown hate. Hispanic people not liking Hispanic people. We don't talk about that enough, which is the craziest thing. And that's what doomed the Democrats because you do not explain that. If you don't appeal to everyone, then you lose everyone. If you don't explain this shit to everyone and why this is important, Hispanic men want the same shit that these Make America Great men want. Don't fuck with my money and keep foreigners out the country. You haven't realized that shit yet? That's how I know you don't pay attention. You don't pay attention. You ain't been around a lot of Hispanics. I can tell. You have. I live in Texas. One of my best friends voted for Trump. We gotta stop with this. Again, Democrats make shit complicated. You keep trying to appeal to people's humanity, and that shit ain't real. You can't tell somebody to care about somebody else when my money's not there. For people that's getting mad at the South, saying, "Oh man, the South better not ever ask us for hurricane relief again." The South's always been Republican. I don't know what the fuck y'all thought was gonna change. The South has always been Republican. I am from New Orleans, Louisiana. I am from New Orleans. I moved to Houston. Nigga, the South been fucking Republican since I was a child. Are you kidding me? That shit ain't never gonna change. I don't give a fuck how many rappers from Atlanta. They ain't moving the fucking scale. They're not moving the motherfucking scale. The reason why Joe Biden beat Trump in 2020 is because the pandemic happened. Nothing more, nothing less. You keep thinking it was deeper. It fucking wasn't. The pandemic happened. If the pandemic never happens, Trump is in his second term. We don't have to deal with this shit. That's what people are not understanding. People are like, I can't believe this happened. This is exactly what happened in 2016 to the script. The difference is you actually have more voters this time around. People that are afraid for what could happen now. Why? See, what we don't realize is a lot of us we live nowadays in an ADHD mindset. We live in the moment. A lot of motherfuckers live in the moment. So when situations like this happen, and then we look around like, what the fuck happened? It's because people don't give a fuck about nothing except how I keep my shit, my shit. I don't give a fuck about nothing else. We have this terrible situation in life right now where we don't know shit no more. We lead with misinformation first, and even when we do, this is another thing I hated during this election, and I'm so happy that it is over. Is dumb motherfuckers trying to tell you to do research. No, bitch, you need to do research. Clearly, your ass don't know what the fuck you talking about. Clearly, your ass don't know what the fuck you talking about. But we lead with misinformation first, and then we think we know what we're talking about. These next 4 years are gonna be interesting. But I tell you one thing: what I learned about this election more than anything, and that is that in 2028 there will be a woman president. There will be a woman, and she will be president of the United States of America because this is about to be really bad, and nobody understands this shit. Y'all think on social media this is one way and all this other thing. It will take. You know what this is about to be? You know what Trump's this term for Trump about to be? It's about to be George Bush second term, where you just like, ooh shit, this is bad, and that's what's gonna because people need to see the fuck up. You need to feel the fuck up. You need to see it, feel it, understand it, gravitate it, understand. Because here's the thing that people don't understand: we, most of these motherfuckers, are gonna bring us. They gotta die on the hill. They have to die on the hill. The problem is they bringing us with them. But you have to see your fuck up, and that's the thing. A lot of people, again, I know this is gonna come out, and I know a lot of people gonna get mad at me, and a lot of people gonna comment and oh, you're a woke elitist. I don't give a. I'm not woke at fucking off. Fuck that shit. I don't give a fuck what you say about that. And that's another thing Democrats fucked up on. You didn't pay attention to a lot of these motherfuckers feeling some type of way about woke shit. You can't lean into that shit. Another thing I hate that Democrats do is stop giving a fuck about these young motherfuckers. These young motherfuckers don't know shit. They 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. These motherfuckers ain't going to college, don't know shit. Used to living at home. Like, bro, you cannot sit up here and give me this bullshit that you care about these young motherfuckers. Fuck these young motherfuckers. They are followers. They don't know no fucking better. You trying to win their ass over, and that's what doom you every fucking time. 2016, 2024. The young motherfuckers flipped. They fucking flipped. You know why? Because at the end of the day, they did exactly what we all thought. Money is all that matters. They don't give a fuck about that shit. They don't care. They living in an era, they live in a time period when they try to get these girls, and these girls are telling them, you ain't got no money, I don't even want to talk to you. So what you think they about to do? Come on now. Also, people that are mad at white white women for also voting for Trump, you truly didn't see that coming? That's another one. See, again, we keep trying to play to their humanity, but what they really are, they have husbands and boyfriends and fathers and shit that's coming home after work, and they're explaining how their job is being taken away from them, and how their everyday life is being cut, and that shit's in the back of their heads. So as much as they probably did want to side with Kamala, they gotta go home and look at that dude on the couch as he's toting the MAGA hat and telling them how much this shit was better under Trump. That's what they're looking at. Yeah, they hear you, but that's what they're looking at. Again, you're not fucking paying attention. And this goes into also what cheerleader always the co-sign. I know I might get people mad at me for this. Women hating women. A lot of women ain't gonna vote for another woman. Are you really that surprised that a lot of women did not also pull up and vote for Kamala Harris? Are you really that surprised? Come on now, let's be real. This whole election should have shown you one thing. As much as you think we are on the same planet, same country, we are on two. We are in two different books. Fuck pages. We're in two different books. We gotta stop. I wish we would stop being so goddamn blind to each other, so damn deaf to each other. I don't give a fuck what side you roll with. What we need to get back to is having actual real conversations, because it's not these open Trump supporters. These motherfuckers that's in the closet that ain't telling us how the fuck they really move. That's what doomed us. That's what doomed Kamala Harris. Is the fact that it's these quiet motherfuckers, these motherfuckers that we don't know, that felt some type of way. You realize it was suburbs in Pennsylvania that was voting for Trump, right? I'm talking about these upscale motherfuckers that was voting for Trump. That's the thing. People get overly emotional about shit, and it doesn't need to be about that. You do not need to move with emotion nowadays, because that's the problem with motherfuckers. You move with emotion so much that you don't have a clear head no more. Like I said, in 2028, a woman will be president. And I don't know if it's gonna be Kamala Harris. I think it might be Michelle Obama. I think Michelle runs for presidency in 2028 because I feel like that's the only one that can combat the movement of MAGA. One, she's Michelle Obama. You don't ever have to question her blackness if you're black. You don't ever have to question her blackness. And plus, the Obama name is still so synonymous with economic growth and trust in the government. And you can't play that shit with her. There's a lot of things Democrats did that was fucking terrible in this election. Easily you could sit there and say it. One thing last week, I knew last week she lost. When she didn't show up to the rally in Detroit, I was like, oh, yeah, she's done. You got Barack Obama and Eminem on stage. That's awesome. You could have four people in a car. Here's the You got four people going to that rally that day. One is like dead set on voting for Kamala Harris. The other one is like, I'm not sure. Lesser of the two evils, I vote for her. The third one's like, I'm not voting for her at all. I don't really care. And the fourth one could be like, I wasn't voting at all, but now seeing Eminem, seeing Barack Obama, that was great. That was awesome. Whoop de fucking do. Why the fuck she was not there at the rally though? So Trump at least shows up to his shit, and that right there is the vote. It's gone. They're not gonna say it outwardly. Fuck no. Cause they're gonna call with people that's like, nah, I'm gonna vote for her. So they're not gonna say it outwardly. But what they gonna do? Quietly understand, okay, she didn't show up to this rally. Why the fuck should I show up to the voting polls and vote for her? That right there kills you. Stop taking shit for granted. Stop taking motherfuckers for granted. Yeah. I expect Michelle to win to be the presidential nominee in 2028 for the Democrats. And I expect her to win the motherfucking presidential election in 2028. I don't know who runs with her. Probably Gary Newsom from California, the governor of California. He probably runs with her if he's not opposing her. But then I think he drops out to give her the race. But I feel like a lot of people are going to have to die on this hill of Trump because you think your money is secure. And you already have billionaires already saying how happy they are that Trump is back in office. You have, and this is another thing. You have nobody opposing his movements. See, the first term he had a lot of motherfuckers that understood the government, understood what it meant to be in government, why it was wrong for him to move the way he wanted to move in government. They understood that shit. This term, he's got a lot of yes men, a lot of yes men, women. He got a lot of people that just are not gonna oppose if he's wrong. That's where the problem kicks in. I don't care who voted for the man. To be honest with you, it is what it is. You voted for him. Congratulations. But this I'm on a winning side shit. I don't even know if you understand. There is no winning in this situation. There is no winning in this. You didn't win shit. You didn't win shit. What did you win? Are you about to get $1 million next week? Because that's the only way your ass is going to avoid this tax break that he about to give these motherfuckers at the top. These tariffs and all this shit. Are you able to afford it? Education is about to go out of here. Are you able to? Are you willing to accept that? Don't get mad now when this shit starts to break the fuck down on you. Don't do it. Don't sit up here and bitch moan and complain 2, 3 years later. See, that's the thing about life. It don't happen in the moment. And that's the problem. You voted for the moment. It's not gonna happen in the moment. It's the 2, 3 years later. It's when you look back on it and you like in 2026, middle of 2026, and you like, woo, that shit is bad. In early 2027, you're gonna be like, fuck, I fucked up. That's what people don't understand, man. That's what people don't understand. I don't I don't think people understand. And again, it's the you gotta die on the hill. You have to die on the hill. You voted for the moment, but the funny part is it's not the moment. It's the 2, 3 years later that's gonna get your ass. So yeah, you might get yeah, you're not getting no money down. I don't care what nobody say. This election should have shown you one thing, and it's the legendary Wu-Tang Clan song. Cash rules everything around me. Cream, get the money. Dollar dollar bill, y'all. That's exactly what the fuck this election became. I don't give a fuck. I don't give not one single fuck about nothing else except my money and securing from A to B. I don't care about nothing else. People don't understand that shit. Again, I'm not surprised that Trump won. Not even in the slightest. You should have known this was coming. You should have saw this shit coming. It felt like 2016. A lot of people, very quiet, not really telling you what's gonna happen, not really moving. You don't feel it, but then it happens, and you're like, what the fuck? Are you serious? We underestimate people that just want simple. That's what happened in this election. We underestimated simple. Simple. That's it. People want simple. Don't fuck with my money. Don't fuck with my livelihood. What I want to go out and just hang out and just chill. I don't want to do anything extra. You underestimate simple. And when you underestimate simple, and again, people think simple is bad. Simple's not bad, man. Simple's not bad at all. Because simple is what's kicking your ass, Democrats. Simple is what's whooping your ass. Because you keep trying to add on the shit. When all you had to do was be like, listen, this is not my problem. This is not my fault. The economy. This is actually really Trump's fault. But fuck it. I promise you, I'm gonna fix that shit. If you would have just continuously pound the payment on, I'm going to fix that shit, probably would have got the election. Probably. But like I said, 2028, a woman will be president because men have to pay for what he did. And how do you pay for what he did? By watching the country pretty much burn your money in front of your face and not in a good way. You have to watch it. You have to see it. It's like I said, it's the second term for George Bush. You think you won. That's okay. You think you won. Cool. But like I said, you voted for the now. But the now is not what's going to hurt you. It's the 2, 3 years from now. That's what's gonna kick your ass. And you don't know that. You don't understand it. So congratulations to Trump. Congratulations to people that voted for him. Please believe me when I say you're not on the winning side at all. You have no idea how bad this shit's about to be. But again, you can't tell people things nowadays because they think you're trying to disrespect them and you're trying to discredit them and you're trying to tell them that their way of life isn't the same as. No, man. It has nothing to do with that. What I believe in my heart of hearts is that people have to learn on their own. They have to learn it the hard way. Nowadays, we don't have that anymore. We don't have people to learn the hard way anymore. This is the point of the world right now at this point in life, where you're gonna have to learn the hard way. The problem is you bringing us with you. That's where the problem kicks in. Most of us got to come with you. Again, I don't know everything. I speak for me. I know some people gonna get mad when it comes out. Be in my comments, go crazy. I need you to understand something. If you don't like this, I know I gotta give a disclaimer. Why the fuck I got to? But people nowadays are ignorant. We can't have a conversation no more because people are ignorant. And instead of you listening, you hear. And the one thing you hear is the trigger word for you. And that immediately makes you go crazy. So let me explain something to y'all. For people that might see this on Instagram, on my YouTube channel, wherever, I need you to understand something. If you don't like what I said in this episode today, it's very simple. Unfollow me. Unsubscribe. Stop watching. Because I'm going to continuously do what I want to do. Because this is my podcast. And I'm going to speak on my shit my way. It's very simple. I do not think this is going to end well for anyone. That's me. I'm not speaking for everybody on social media. I don't give a fuck what people think on social media. I'm looking from the perspective of what life is. And I think, again, people have to learn the hard way. The problem is you're bringing us with you. I saw what Trump was as president from 2016 to 2019, 2020. And that did not move not one person to not vote him out, to not vote, to not keep him out. That is a fucking talent. that's a fucking talent. Man. Democrats need to figure out why the fuck is this dude more relatable than 2 of your 3 candidates that you put against him. That's a fucking questionable thing. You need to literally look yourself in the fucking mirror and understand. How the fuck is a billionaire that have now new billionaires inside his campaign, inside of his cabinet, more relatable than a former first lady and a woman that's probably more educated than half the motherfucking cabinet that he just put together? How the fuck is that even possible? He made it more relatable for these motherfuckers to vote for him. How's that possible? That's a question Democrats need to ask themselves. Because that shit tells you all you need to know. And that is what's going to help you win in 2028. That's what's going to help you. Because if you can't understand relatability to the people, because you keep, again, like I said, y'all keep trying to make shit fucking complicated. And all people want is simple and basic. Motherfucker, just tell me 1 plus 1 is 3 and we can move the fuck on. Why the fuck we gotta do all this extra? I didn't come to this motherfucker to do a test. Like, I didn't come to this motherfucker to care about everybody else. I came to this bitch because I I need this. But Democrats don't understand that shit. And that's why you keep losing. Congratulations, Trump. I hope you don't burn this country down to the ground. And I hope you teach everybody that sided with you a very valuable lesson. A very valuable lesson. I hope you teach them a very, very valuable lesson in this term. And that is, you have to learn the motherfucking hard way that I do not give not one single fuck about any of you. I just wanted this because one, I was going to jail if I didn't get it. And two, because I need to help out my fucking friends and fucking billionaires. I need to help them motherfuckers out. I don't give a fuck about y'all. Every fucking person that was at January 6th, I don't think he pardons anyone. I don't think he pardons a goddamn soul on January 6th. Because at the end of the day, in his mind, that was all for the greater good. It was all for the greater good. I don't think he gives a single fuck about y'all. They got arrested on January 6th. Not one. Not one. It was all for the greater good, baby. All for the greater good. That's all he gonna look at it. That's all he gonna see it as. I don't think he gives a fuck about you. But again, you gotta learn that. You have to learn that. Like I said, this episode triggers you, gets you mad, gets you emotional. Then I'm not the person you should be listening to. I'm not a mega, I'm not a liberal, I'm not a conservative, I'm not any of that shit, man. I know right and wrong is wrong. That's what the fuck I know. Right is right and wrong is wrong. But again, people nowadays don't have a moral compass. They don't give a fuck. We keep trying to appeal to people's humanity. Democrats, you keep trying to appeal to people's humanity, and people have shown you time and time again, they do not give one single fuck about other people as long as you are affecting me. Money is more important than anything in this planet. You have not figured that out yet. This is why you lose. And you're going to continuously lose if you do not figure out, if you do not figure out why the fuck is a billionaire that literally does not give a single fuck about American people, how the fuck is he more relatable than the candidates you continuously put out there with him? How? You figure that out, you win in 2028. Till next time, this has been the BrandonJaneauShow. Peace.